Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Oh man, I freaking live for these moments. I mean, at this point, my channel is basically a bank for these kinds of clips. Without fail, every time Democrats are screeching in horror about something, there's almost always a clip of them supporting the exact same thing. Whether it's just a few years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, multiple decades, we have collected so many of these clips. It's just become a part of the workflow, a part of the process. It happens like clockwork. And now, as we're watching the left collectively blow a fuse over Elon Musk transparently identifying waste, fraud, and abuse in government, well, you guessed it, there's a clip of top Democrats from the past literally admitting that waste, fraud, and abuse is a massive problem that should be rooted out. It's not just that Obama clip that we played recently.
One of the commitments that I made to the American people was that we would do a better job here in Washington in rooting out wasteful spending. Cutting waste, making government more efficient is something that leaders in both parties have worked on.
No, it's pretty much the whole Democrat lot. This used to be an issue that they ran on, but now all of a sudden, because Elon Musk is doing it, because Donald Trump is spearheading the effort, it's the end of democracy as we know it. You can't friggin' make this stuff up. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Okay, so the context has been laid out. Democrats are manufacturing outrage. Meanwhile, look what we're finding. You've got to see this.
We cannot keep our promises on Medicare. We simply must make the cuts in waste, fraud, and abuse in Medicare so that the benefits and the premiums are untouched. We owe it to our seniors. We owe it to our country.
There is an enormous amount of waste and fraud and abuse in this government. When there is waste and fraud, you have an administration who should also be on top of that situation.
If we're going to eliminate the waste, fraud, and abuse in Medicare, it does mean we're going to cut some of that out. And when I hear my friend Dave Camp say you cannot cut money out of Medicare, you can't just get up there and say, we don't want to cut anything out of Medicare. We want to cut the bad stuff and keep the good stuff.
Holy moly. You can't make this stuff up. It's every single issue at this point, at least all the big major issues that they try to drum up controversy with attacking Donald Trump. The most common example that I always refer to is the border crisis, or I guess Donald Trump's border wall, the big, beautiful wall. The moment those words came out of Donald Trump's mouth, immediately, it was weaponized against him, right? Oh, what a ridiculous idea, what a crazy idea, what a crazy xenophobic racist. But it turns out nearly every top Democrat had been talking about a border wall, building a border wall, for decades before Donald Trump came on the scene. That was their position, but when Trump says it, all of a sudden they turn around and act like it's some sort of fascist plot. And now we got the same thing with waste, fraud, and abuse in government, something every sane person should want eliminated. We've already seen the polling data showing significant, near unanimous support for identifying waste, fraud, and abuse in government spending. But the moment Trump's doing it, the moment he's in charge of that movement and that giant program, which will likely in the end shine quite positively on him, all of a sudden it goes from a good idea that they supported to a constitutional crisis. Give me a frickin' break. And let's be absolutely honest here. This isn't about identifying waste and fraud. It's not about the audit itself. It's about who is doing it. If this was the Obama administration running these audits, they'd be celebrating it as a great moment for transparency and good governance. Ooh, we're the Democrats. We run a clean government and clean programs. But the moment Elon Musk gets involved, he's evil, he's corrupt, he's undermining democracy. And what's funny is the guy went from being a left-wing hero, worshipped as one of the greatest innovators of our time, to literally Hitler overnight the moment he backed Donald Trump, with every frickin' blue anon shill all over the internet, scouring through Elon Musk footage just trying to find him doing a Roman salute. Freeze on frame 746. I think I might have seen a Nazi dog whistle. I mean, they love the guy. He was a hero for them not so long ago.
I would argue that the new Jesus Christ of our era are Steve Jobs and Elon Musk, and it's important to have heroes.
The 47-year-old engineer has been called the real-life Tony Stark, better known as Iron Man.
Elon Musk, a.k.a. real-life Iron Man.
The guy is brilliant.
He is a genius, and at least for now, the world is better off having Elon Musk in it than not.
Elon Musk is one of the most interesting people in America. He's in the world, and I guess in the universe.
Elon Musk is doing things that may revolutionize transportation and climate change.
When somebody as staggeringly rich and staggeringly intelligent as Elon Musk talks,
people listen.
Has there ever been a car salesman like Elon Musk?
Elon Musk is I think is beyond a car salesman. I mean, he's more like a hero for a lot of folks.
Just today, we were given a glimpse of something of a miracle at sea, or as Elon Musk calls it, Tuesday.
Let's talk about SpaceX. Okay, the launch this morning was glorious.
Speaking of wonderful, out of this world, incredible images from the first all-civilian orbit around Earth. A huge win for Elon Musk.
It's an amazing development that's going on. You got to give a lot of credit to Elon Musk. Elon Musk, he deserves a lot of credit.
Tesla founder Elon Musk says he knows the biggest threat to humanity, and he has a plan.
An immigrant to this country cemented his status as a leader in science and technology whose name may indeed belong alongside those of Edison and Jobs. Put another way, Elon Musk today showed the world how it's done.
It's so funny how that works, huh? These people loved Elon Musk when he was making electric cars and getting billions in subsidies under Obama. They loved him when he was launching rockets and pushing their green agenda. But the moment he stops carrying water for their little club, he's a Nazi, a threat to democracy, an unelected billionaire, a shadowy puppet master running the government from behind the scenes for his own corrupt political gain. Yeah, this coming from the party of George Soros, the party of Reid Hoffman, the party of Zuckerbucks, massively rich, influential left-wing billionaires funding leftist think tanks, PACs, NGOs, and activist groups. The entire Democrat Party seems to be a front for unelected billionaires, using their money to buy influence, but now they care, right? Oh, now they're so concerned about billionaire influence in American democracy. It's the same tired, dishonest, lazy playbook. And what's sad, or really what's so telling and what I've been saying a lot lately, is they're always preemptively outraged. They're outraged before anything actually even happens. You know, usually you're supposed to wait for an actual scandal, highlight the facts, expose the corruption, and then signal your outrage. But in this case, it's always preemptive outrage. It's nonstop 24/7 fake manufactured outrage. Trump takes office, and before he can even get anything done, they start screaming about how he's destroying the economy. Meanwhile, when people were going under during Joe Biden's administration, they were gaslighting the public with Bidenomics is working, the greatest economy in American history, remember? It's all just blind partisan hatred. And now they're doing the exact same thing with Elon. He hasn't even been able to really start his work yet. He hasn't presented what he's found, and they're already spinning into something that it's not. And all of a sudden, they've done a 180, right? The tone is totally shift. They went from waste, fraud, and abuse is a big problem, and we're the people to tackle it, to, I guess, waste, fraud, and abuse doesn't actually exist, and Elon Musk is a tyrant. Yeah, waste, fraud, and abuse doesn't exist. My you-know-what. It does exist, and we could point to endless examples. And not just the stuff at USAID, but stuff that implicates Democrats. You know, here's a great example of taxpayer waste. Anna Paulina Luna hit the nail on this one, I'll tell you that much.
Well, the fraudulent spending of $32 million out of the pockets of our American people and threw it down the drain to knowingly chase ghosts, all for political gain. This man occupied a position of the highest trust and authority. As chair of the House Intelligence Committee, Adam Schiff launched an all-out political campaign built on baseless distortions against a sitting U.S. president at the expense of every single citizen in this country and the honor of the House of Representatives. With access to sensitive information unavailable to most members of Congress and certainly not accessible to the American people, Schiff abused his privileges claiming to know the truth, while leaving Americans in the dark about this web of lies. Lies so severe that they altered the course of the country forever.
Yeah, how about that $32 million spent on the Trump investigations in the Mueller report? Definitely sounds like waste and also sounds like deep corruption. You know, Adam Schiff and other Democrats using taxpayer dollars to weaponize government in an effort to unseat a duly elected president based on a phony dossier that was paid for by the Hillary Clinton campaign and the DNC certainly seems corrupt and wasteful, but you'll never hear a Democrat ever say anything about that. Shows you how hypocritical they are. Seemingly, they care so much about shadowy government figures abusing the government for their own party gain. That's what they're accusing others of, left, right, and frickin' center. But an actual example of them, their party members, their leadership doing exactly that, and it's not just the Mueller report. Don't even get me started on the indictments from the previous election. Clear-cut corruption, abuse of power, and abuse of taxpayer dollars, waste. But you'll never hear a peep from any of these Democrats. Never. Maybe we could get John Fetterman to admit the obvious, to admit the truth, but the party at large, never. Because they're liars, pure and simple, and they only care about crafting useful narratives that can be used in the moment. That's it. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.